Alright, so yesterday we played out the AFC title game. And we saw the Dolphins absolutely embarrass the Raiders. Or the Raiders embarrassed themselves, I can't really tell which one, but nevertheless, that game ended up in a blowout. But if you recall, we're not done, because I'm calling both games! So now it's the NFC's turn. And once again, we find ourselves with a 3 versus 1 matchup, just like in that matchup, as well as our own timeline. We got a good one in the NFC brewing, and hopefully it's not as bad as what happened yesterday. It's the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Winner gets the Dolphins in our Super Bowl. With that being said, who is ready for some Strat-O-Matic football? Stop. Gotta save myself for next week, you know. Howdy, folks. Off the Barbarian here. And welcome to the other half of our championship week Strat-O-Matic playthrough. This time we've got the NFC title game. The Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers are rolling for the right to face, or I should say playing for the right to face each other in the... Alright, I'm restarting that. Hi folks, Off the Barbarian here, and welcome to the other half of our championship week playthrough in this Strat-O-Matic football simulation. We now find ourselves at the NFC title game. The Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers are in this meeting. The winner takes on Miami in our Super Bowl, which will be live next week at 10 a.m. Yes, we are doing the Super Bowl live, if you remember, so be there or else I will come after you. Or well, maybe not that much badly, but anyways, long story short, yeah, that's what's happening. So, this one seems a little bit improbable, but hey, it's how it ended up, alright? For Washington, their road has been a little bit tough, much like the 3 seed in our timeline. They first had to win their own division in thrilling fashion. We saw that week 17 when they beat the Eagles out for the divisional crown. They've since had to go through, ironically, the Detroit Lions, who were the 3 seed in our timeline. Then last week they had to go on the road to LA, and let's just say their defense absolutely destroyed the Rams. It was just an outright disaster for the Rams offense, as Washington's defense just destroyed them. They're hoping the same thing can happen here out in Green Bay. As for the Packers, they had the league's best record at 13-4 in our playthrough. They got the comfort of not playing in the first round. And then last week, we saw them get their revenge on the Vikings through a 34-10 thumping. A kind of a different result than the first time we've seen them play. Nevertheless, they are hosting here and are looking to make it to the Super Bowl. So here's the deal in regards to that. The home team for that matchup will be the team with the better record. So if Green Bay wins, they will quote-unquote host Miami, as in they'll be the home team. Otherwise, if Washington wins, they finish 10-7, Miami was 12-5, Miami gets to be the home team. If I was playing this on the advanced rules, I would be playing this game in Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, regardless, but we're using the basic version, so we're elementary, excuse me. So that doesn't matter. So whatever, who cares? Of course, this game will be played in Lambeau, but again, for all intents and purposes, that effect is being ignored. So with that being said, this game will still be taking place in Green Bay, and we'll see if the Packers can make it to the Super Bowl and Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Super Bowl. Yes, he is still on this team, in case anyone's wondering. Again, that trade hasn't taken effect yet. Or if Washington can continue their miraculous run and make it all the way to the big game. Well, How about we find out, shall we? Give me a minute to set this up, and we're off and running. All right, we're all set up, and ironically, this is one of the few times the color schemes actually match up. Washington is in red, Green Bay is in green, and look at that, they both match up. How weird is that? All right, well, Washington, you're the visitors, and they will get to call this one, and they're going to go odds. And would you look at that? They're odds. And they're actually going to start with the ball in the first half. Very unusual. So Green Bay will get first crack at the second half. So, let's see what happens. Trip to the Super Bowl and a date with Miami on the line. Here we go. Green Bay is going to have Washington start at their own 25. Okay, that seems appropriate. Starting lineup for the Commanders. They have a couple injuries to report of to their offense, so it's going to look a little different. So, Johan Dotson is the flanker. I'll double check on that. Brian Robinson is the halfback. Terry McLaurin is in it split, so Dotson is the flanker, as after all. Where's their tight end at? Logan Thomas. There is Logan Thomas. I was wondering where he is. They have no Curtis Samuel in this game. He is unfortunately out with an injury, so that's going to give us, I got a little bit of a decision. Marnie Rogers. He'll be the blocking back, I guess, so we'll have to deploy him. Taylor Heineke is the quarterback. I know he's in Atlanta these days, but over here, he's the quarterback for us. All right, it's 1st and 10 in the meantime, so let's start us off. 6 on a line buck, and Robinson starts us off with a 6-yard gain right off the bat. 2nd down. The Packers will guess this wrong if they'll do. Washington will go 2 runs in a row. Oh, God, that was a bad choice for Green Bay. It's a 20-yard run. 1st down. Oh. Would have been a lot less painful if they'd guessed that correctly. Yikes. 1st and 10. They're 49. 6 again. Oh, another 6 yards. Would you look at that? And Washington is coming out running, as is Brian Robinson. 2nd down. A missed guess. Another missed guess here. 10 on a flat. That doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Heineke was looking for Logan Thomas, and he couldn't connect. All right, 3rd and 4. 9 on a flat. Let's try that. Oh, it works. To Terry McLaurin. I lied. No, it didn't. Incomplete. Whoops. Tried to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it failed. That brings us to a 4th and 4. Uh-oh. Really? 10, 11, or 12 would be the only way this punt works. All right, wait a minute. We are 2 yards outside of Joey Sly's range, too. We're in this weird no man's land. I absolutely hate it. All right, we'll see. We'll go for it. 4th and 4. We'll hope Johan Dotson can catch this one. Oh, boy. Not what I want to be doing, but we're in no man's land, so we've got no other choice. 4th and 4. 11 on a flat. Good call, because they just get it. Dotson picks up 4, which, ironically enough, is how much they needed. 1st down. Barely. Whew. Okay, so that call was good. Almost missed that one. 1st and 10. Green Bay is guessing this wrong because they're going to try McLaurin on a short pattern. Good call, too. 10 yards for McLaurin and a 1st. So Washington is moving the ball quite effectively in the early doing. McLaurin picks up 10. First and 10. Another run for Robinson. Oh, that's 5. Yes. Nope, that's 6. Yes, it is. It's like I recognize that number. I know, we keep rolling on Green Bay 6. Not exactly conductive there. Second down and 4. Green Bay guesses this wrong again. Yikes. That's not going to matter. Uh-oh. 2 through 5. This is trouble. Well, there's a 5 in there. No. That was a fumble roll, but it did no fumble from Robinson. Instead, it's a 1-yard loss. Whoops. Okay, yeah, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. 5 on a flat. No bueno. No catch. Incomplete. Was looking for Dotson again. Found nothing. And now I'll kick the field goal on 4th and 5. We're in Sly's range. This is from 41. Kick is up. It's 23 for 32, right? Yeah. All right, we're good. Joey Sly hits from 41. There we go. And the Commanders take the opening lead 3-0 as Joey Sly hits on a 41-yard field goal. All right, not bad. Not a bad drive for Washington at all there. Just the incompletions got him in the end. That 4th down conversion helps. Now it's Green Bay's turn to respond, or can they? 6. And we're starting them at the 25 also. All right. So Green Bay's starting lineup, we have one big change over here, and that's at the running back position. But first, Christian Watson is at the split. Romeo Doubs is the slot/fullback for now. Robert Tonyan is the tight end. Alan Lazard is the flanker. Aaron Rodgers, who I mentioned earlier, is quarterbacking this team. And there's no Aaron Jones on this one. Yeah, I don't like this at all, but A.J. Dillon is going to get the start at running back. But don't be surprised if Patrick Taylor is coming in quite a bit if Dillon is ineffective here. So we will keep our eyes peeled on that. Nevertheless, it is 1st and 10. Washington's actually going to guess pass somehow, so they're going to guess this correctly. 10 on a short. 12 yards, but here come the penalty flags. Oh boy. Well, that's not going to matter. Turns out the Commanders were offsides, but the Packers are obviously declining the penalty on the grounds of they're getting more yardage out of it. So, first down, they'll take the 12 instead of the 5. I mean, obvious choice, am I right? All right, 1st and 10. Let's try Dillon. Let's see what he can do here. 6 because they guessed wrong. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Second down. Same play as earlier. 7 on a short. Aha! Oh, wait a minute. We have a penalty. Hold on. Never mind. It would have been a sack, but, yeah, not happening. Oh, really? Well, the good news is the Commanders sacked Aaron Rodgers. The bad news is the refs threw a flag on it. You can make your own assumptions about whether or not that was roughing the passer or not, but it's an automatic first down either way. I don't make the rules, I just have to abide by them. I mean, I could just ignore it and pretend this is the NFL blitz or anything, but no, sorry. Oh, well, like I said, we can debate that later. Anyways, 1st and 10. Better not be one of these games either. Meanwhile, it's a 3-yard run for A.J. Dillon off tackle. All right, 2nd down here. Washington guessed that wrong. They won't guess this one wrong. Doesn't matter. Short gain. It's a gain of 16 for Romeo Dobbs, right? Yep. Gain of 16 for Romeo Dobbs. He's off to the 23. First down. All right, 1st and 10 again. This will be guessed wrong. Good thing, too, because instead of losing 2, they'll gain 7 on the grounds of Washington guessing the wrong thing. Whoops. Christian Watson gets that one this time. Second and 3. Yeah. I think Washington's going to think pass. Whoops. No dice. 7. Only a yard for Dylan. That'll push it to 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Let's flat it. Sure, why not? 3rd and 2. 8 to the receiver. We're looking at Dobbs, and no, incomplete. Rodgers was looking for Dobbs, missed him. 4th and 2, now incoming. Yep, we're doing it. Why the heck not? 4th and 2. Oh, I'm going to regret this, aren't I? No, you're not. Instead, they're going to get 5 yards and a first down. Okay, that worked. 5 yards to Christian Watson makes the 4th down conversion happen. Whew, all right. So it ended up being the correct call there. Got ourselves a 1st and goal from the 10. Five on a short that was guessed correctly. To the receiver, that would be Watson. Yes, he scores! Touchdown! Would have gotten 14, and he only needed 10 to hit pay dirt, and that's exactly what happens. Rodgers connects with Christian Watson for a 10-yard TD. Nice start for the Packers. How about that extra point? Unless this is an 11, it's fine. Or that could happen too. One of the two. Opponent was offsides. I'm going to enforce that on the kickoff. So it's a good for Mason Crosby. Okay. So I'll make a note to enforce that penalty, offsides penalty on the kickoff. But nevertheless, the Packers score on their first drive. Both teams do just that, but it's the Packers that come away with more points. 7-3 in favor of Green Bay here. Alrighty. Well, guess what now? Speed this video up because, you know, we don't need it to be a 2-hour fest. Roll that music. Washington's in the red zone. We got a 1st and 10 from the 16. They're driving. 5. The line buck was guessed incorrectly. So no fumble roll from McKissick. Instead, he loses a yard. Oh well. McKissick in there for the injured Brian Robinson. 2nd and 11. 10 on a flat, and we have a penalty to go with it. So it's an incompletion if it stands. Yeah, it's standing, I'm afraid. Incomplete to Logan Thomas. 3rd and 11. Okay. Okay, let's try it. 3rd and 11. 9 on a short. And there's your 11 yards. Nice. 1st down. McLaurin just barely gets the amount needed. And it will be 1st and goal to go from the 6. Whew, good job. All right, 1st and goal to go from the 6. They're actually going to guess this wrong, believe it or not. 10 on a flat, wrong card. Oh, good job, Green Bay, because if you had this, it would be incomplete. Instead, it's a touchdown. 6 yards to Terry McLaurin. He would have gotten 8. Doesn't matter. It's a TD pass to Terry McLaurin. 6 yards. Very nice. Washington has the lead. Let's see how this extra point ends up being. It is good. So Commanders are now up 10-7. A 6-yard TD pass to McLaurin from Taylor Heineke. Washington is now leading with just less than a minute in this opening quarter. Wow. Well, this is nice. A competitive game. I like this. We should have more of these more often. Oh, boy. Well, hopefully it stays competitive. All right. Okay. Here we go. We're going to try it up, but Green Bay sees it coming. 10 and a long is going to be trouble. Uh-oh. 2 through 7, this is an interception. Anything else, we're fine. And it's picked off. Oh. They tried the deep shot and it gets intercepted. I don't think that's a touchdown, not even close. It's a 20-yard return, though. Oh, dang it. So unfortunately, Taylor Heineke does complete the pass as he looks for Johan Doxson. But guess what? He doesn't complete it to Johan Doxson. He instead completes it to Eric Stokes, who does not play for Washington. Whoops. Eric Stokes makes the interception on the deep ball shot, and that play backfires horribly on Washington. Green Bay will get it at the 30. Washington's 34. Oh, that was just harsh. Absolutely harsh. Yikes. All right, Green Bay will have the great field position here on the turnover. Whoops. All right, I'm leaving Taylor in for right now. I'm seeing what else he can do. All right, 1st and 10 from the 34. That wasn't supposed to happen. Whoopsies. 7 on an off tackle, and Taylor is going back a yard. Oh, that stinks. All right, 2nd and 11. 11 on a short. Long gain. I believe there's only one thing that prevents a touchdown. A 6. So unless this is a 6, this is a touchdown. There is a penalty too. Of course it's a 6. So the long pass actually doesn't end that in a touchdown, but that's assuming this flag isn't anything meaningful. Nope, the play stands, but Lazard gets tripped up right at the 2. Of course, that's the only rule that doesn't net in a touchdown, but nevertheless, it's a 35-yard gain to Lazard. Wow, good play there. Oh, and of course he gets tripped up right at the end, but nevertheless, it's 1st and goal to go right from the 2. Dylan's coming back in. Mercedes Lewis is going to play the tight end spot, so I have to do some rearranging here. And let's see if A.J. Dillon can get this in. All right, first and goal to go right from the 2. 8. Dillon gets pushed back a yard to start us off. Woof. All right, that didn't work. Second and 3. 8 on a flat to the receiver, to Tanyan. And he will not score just yet. Incomplete. We're looking for Robert Tanyan. And nothing. All right, third down and goal to go. Washington misses this run completely. Doesn't matter. I'm sure that's a touchdown. Oh, yeah. Short gain? Yeah, touchdown. Touchdown. A.J. Dillon from 3 yards out. That was a short gain. No need to roll for that. It's a touchdown. As the minimum is 10. That extra point is good, meanwhile, from Mason Crosby. Okay, Packers score again. So, unfortunately for Washington... There we go. Okay, there we go. That's what we were looking for. So, unfortunately for Washington, Green Bay takes full advantage of the interception. Long pass to Alan Lazard gets him in position, and A.J. Dillon finishes the job off with a 3-yard TD run. Green Bay finds themselves now back in the lead, 14-10. Three and a flat, short gain. There you go. McLaurin. 19. Washington finds itself down at the 2. All right. First and goal from the 2. Washington has been moving the ball effectively here through the air, but they literally just suffered another injury to their blocking back. So this is turning into kind of a nightmare scenario. Washington's losing all their players here. First and goal to go from the 2. That could affect them as this playthrough goes on. It's a no gain for McKissick, meanwhile, as he misses that one. First and goal to go. He has not been doing well. All right. Second and goal to go from the 2. 3. Oh, that's a touchdown. Maybe? Opponent was offside, so it is a touchdown. They'll decline the penalty. Oh, 2-yard. I rolled a short gain again, which seems to be the norm on this drive, but I only needed 2 yards, and Logan Thomas easily gets those 2 yards without even blinking. Extra point, meanwhile, is good. There we go. That's a much better result from the turnover they had. So, Washington continues its ability to strike back with a 2-yard TD pass from Heineke to Logan Thomas. And they have regained the lead, 17-14. This is turning into a wild one. A lot of offense here. With 5 minutes remaining, reminder that Green Bay gets the ball to start the second half, so they might have an opportunity to do that whole score as the half ends and then score as the next half begins thing. Who knows? They might be able to pull it off. We'll see. 5.5 minutes. All right, Green Bay's got a drive going with 2 minutes remaining here. It's 2nd and 10 from Washington's 26 at the moment. Can they do this? Let's see. 2nd and 10. 12 on a flat. 3 if it were to stand. It will. So 3-yard completion all the way to Dobbs. Green Bay is going to let the clock run, but Washington sure as heck won't, and they'll take a timeout. That's their first. Kind of an interesting twist there. Okay, so it's 3rd and 7 with 1:52 remaining. Sure. 8 on a short. Incomplete. That's exactly what Washington was hoping for. They were looking for Lazard and nothing. I guess the field goal unit is going to have to come out. This will be a 40-yarder for Mason Crosby. Kick is away, and well, that's going to be interesting. We'll see what the penalty feels like in a minute. It is good, or is it? And Washington was offsides. It's not going to change the fact that it's 4th down. But it will do enough just to change my thinking. I'm actually going to accept the penalty and now go for it. It is now 4th and 2. The hell of a field goal. I want the full thing. We're going for it. Ugh. Washington kind of played themselves in that one. Or did they? 4th and 2. After the penalty, gives them a new chance, at least at life. And that was a bad decision. Incomplete. Green Bay, you should have taken the points. What were you thinking? They were looking for Christian Watson, and instead they found Rodgers could not get it to him. Turnover on downs from the 18 of Washington. If I remember correctly, yeah, 18. That decision backfired. Whoops. All right, well, Washington has 2 timeouts remaining. Let's see if it works for him. I'm also going to bring in Antonio Gibson. I forgot he was on their team. So I'm going to leave him in and see if he can do a better job than McKissick, who hasn't really been doing the job, unfortunately. Do I have any more receivers for Washington? Hold on a minute. Samuel's injured. So all I've got are the 2 quarterbacks, and you're injured too. No. Oh, geez. This is how short Washington's... Yeah, this is Washington's bench at the moment, by the way. 2 quarterbacks and a running back that has been ineffective. It's not good if you're Washington. Not even good. We've got, like, bench players everywhere. Oh, man. This is quickly turning into injury bowl over here. Meanwhile, it's a 1st and 10 from the 18 with 1:30 left and 2 timeouts. 5 on a short. To the receiver, we're looking at Doxson, who gets 16 in a 1st. Wait, where? Oh my God, I can't even remember. He's up to 34, silly. They're going hurry up, by the way. Okay, let me get this 16-yarder to Doxson in before I forget and lose my mind. 1st and 10 from the 34. 4 on a short. 10 more yards, and thankfully McLaurin gets out of bounds. So there, that helps a lot. So McLaurin gets 10 yards, a fresh set of downs on the side, and it's 1st and 10. I'm just going to keep alternating it until something happens. From the 44, 10 on a short. 11 more yards, and he gets out of bounds. Oh my goodness, Washington is just executing this perfectly. That is Doxson this time, as I'm alternating between the 2. I mean, I kind of have to. Okay. 1st and 10. I know this is kind of like holding up. 4 on a flat. All right, a 2 or a 12. This is picked off again. Oh, so close to an interception. Whoever was defending Thomas drops the interception. Oh, man. Yeah, Adrian Amos almost picks it off, but drops the pick, fortunately. So, whew, that was close. That was way too close if you're Washington. Okay, 2nd and 10. 10 on a short. 11 more yards to the 34, and Washington's calling a timeout. That's their second. It's an 11-yard completion to Dotson. They did that because they're in field goal range. So I'll stop it right there for right now. So it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, they are in Joey Sly's field goal range, but as long as they don't go outside the 41. But let's see if we can get a little bit closer. 10 on a flat, incomplete. I was looking for Logan Thomas. 2nd and 10. 5 on a short? No! Incomplete a second time. Was looking for Dotson. McLaurin's turn on 3rd down and 10. 7, and Heineke is taking off. Rollo. Ooh, good. Good. Perfect. He gets 12 yards, and he goes out of bounds. 1st down, Washington. It's Heineke getting flushed out of the pocket and picking up 12 yards for the first. Very nice. Okay, we've got about 3 plays remaining, so I'm going to try a shot. 1st and goal, 10 from the 22. 6 on a long. Oh, God. 2 through 7, 11, or 12. Intercepted! Oh, no! Wait a minute. Now, hold on. It says intercepted plus 33. Theoretically, that's out of bounds. I think I still have to count this. But I believe... Okay, so I'm going to rule this. I believe the interception counts, but I'm not going to roll for a return. It's a touchback at the 20. Okay, so that's the ruling here. It says intercepted plus 33. That would bring it to 11. Technically, that's out of bounds. But in this particular case, I'll allow it and just say the receiver pushed the quarterback immediately out. So it is a touchback for Green Bay at the 20. No return rolled. But yeah, once again, Washington falls prey to their own. Heineke throws yet another interception. And this time, I believe it is going to be to their other cornerback. Yep, Jair Alexander this time gets his hands on it. Go figure. Green Bay's best cornerback ends up getting the pick. And prevents that drive from advancing any further. It's 1st and 10, meanwhile, from the 20. Green Bay has all their timeouts. There's 15 seconds remaining. They do get the ball to start the second half. You know what? I suppose we should throw at least one, shall we? Let's do at least one. Screw it, Alan Lazard out the back there somewhere play. Just because we can. 1st and 10 from the 20. Stranger things have happened. All right. Let's see if Rodgers can do it. 1st and 10 from the 20. After the interception. 6. No. Incomplete. Rodgers was trying to chuck one to Lazard, and it didn't work. This is not what I want to be doing. I'll do it one more, and then I'm taking a knee. 2nd down. They do have just enough time to pull this off, but after that, I'm calling it. 8. Ooh, that was close, but no. But there is a penalty roll, too. Number 6. Oh, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Oh, dang it. Oh, well. Yeah, there was a holding penalty against the offense. 10 yards, and you know what? I'm taking a knee to end the half. Meh. No point. So Rodgers will take a knee to end the half. That's how we're ending this. So both teams made pretty stupid decisions ending the half there. It's 17-14 Washington. Packers could have tied the game, but they got cute after the offsides penalty, and yeah, they're behind by a field goal now. Both teams have been throwing the ball kind of effectively, though. Rodgers with 161 and a TD. Their receivers have been doing pretty good. Watson has a TD catch. Neither team has been running the football effectively. Dillon only has 8 carries for 13 yards. Patrick Taylor has not been doing any better. You can see the effects of Aaron Jones' injury. And of course, we have 2 interceptions by the defense, one from each corner, which means that Heineke really hasn't been doing good, but throw those 2 picks out and he'd be doing a wonderful job. McLaurin has 7 for 85 and a touchdown. Logan Thomas has the other TD catch. And yeah, this is the mess of the injuries we're going at. Washington has literally lost almost all their skill players. Green Bay has just one, but you can tell that Aaron Jones injury is just not helping them at all. You can see the running game for Washington just has been a mess. I'm probably going to bring in Gibson for Washington from this point forward, see if he can get anything going, but it has been a mess and a half so far for both teams. Whoa! That was the wrong scene. Good job, me. All right, so Green Bay, fortunately, will get the second half kickoff. They'll see if they can turn this around. 17-14. Let's see how the second half goes for them. All right, we're faced with a 3rd and 4 here as Washington is now driving. Let's see if we can get it to Gibson here. 3rd and 4 from the 19. Gibson is going to get 5, and that's more than enough for the first down. Good job. So Gibson with the 5-yard completion to move the chains. All right, let's give it to him on 1st and goal and 10 from the 14. 8. Ooh, 6 yards. That's good. Excellent. So Gibson for 6. Brings up a 2nd down. Sure, let's try it. Green Bay misses this, unfortunately. 2nd and 6. 4. 8. Sorry, that took me a little bit to figure out. And a 5-yard run for Gibson brings us to a 1st and goal to go from the 3. Nice. Gibson picks up 5. 1st and goal to go from the 3. 3. Touched. Ooh, wait a minute now. Nice try. I almost missed that X. Never mind. Touchdown, as I was saying. Blank penalty roll means nothing. So Gibson, he gets in for 6 as he gets in from 3 yards out. Washington scores on the opening drive of the 2nd quarter. Joey Sly makes the extra point. And Washington is up by 10. 24-14. Kind of a shocking result. Wow. They are coming out to play in this one. Packers, this is not good. You kind of need to pick this up a little bit. They're moving the ball through the air okay, but they just can't get anything in the ground going. This keeps up, they might be in trouble. Oh boy, that good season may be all for naught. All right, let's Watson catches it for 12. It's clearly not going to be enough for the first down. Meanwhile, someone on Washington's defense is getting injured. They're playing a 4-3. So that's the right quarterback going down for just this game. Okay. Whew. So not a serious injury here. There's Kendall Fuller going down, and that brings up a 4th and 3. You know what? What's the field goal try? 2 for 9 or 12? Yeah, we'll just try it. Field goal attempt from Green Bay. From Fort Mason Crosby from 40. Good. Green Bay finally wises up and decides to take the points. That now only puts them down by a touchdown and instead of, 10. So Crosby hits from 40. Green Bay pulls this within 7 with 4.5 remaining there. Good call there. Good call. They need less silly stuff and more of that. All right. He tried looking for baits for the first time and found nothing. 4th and 3. I might as well try to kick the field goal here, just cause. Yeah, 2 through 8, 11, or 10. So basically not a 9 or a 10. 47 yards from Joey Sly. Kick is up. We're good. Okay. Joey Sly converts on the 47-yarder. And Washington restores their 10-point advantage. It's now 27-17. Okay. Once again, Green Bay finds themselves down by 10. They've got 14.5 minutes to try to fix this. This isn't good if you're Green Bay. You just allowed a 20-yard run. So, yeah, this is not looking too hot. 1st and 10 from the 19. If Kizik, who's back in, just lost a yard, but did he? Nope, instead they're going to lose 10 because it's a holding penalty. Yep. Even worse. So it's now 1st and 20. That's not what's supposed to happen there. Kizik, meanwhile, is getting 5 yards on this carry, so I guess there's that. So he made up for it. But he also stepped out of bounds. That's not supposed to happen. All right. Whatever. 2nd and 15. And now end run. Short gain. Oh, he might. Oh, I was just going to say he might have a. Oh, I also see a penalty. Oh, this could be interesting. Okay, let's see if he at least has enough for a first. No, he's going to get 12. But now what's the penalty? Nothing. So he gets 12, but he's still 3 yards short of the first. So that did exactly what it was supposed to. Green Bay, meanwhile, is going to take a timeout. That's their first. So now all of a sudden they're draining their timeouts. This is not good. This is going to come as a surprise on third down, but I'm going to pass it. 6 on a flat. Uh-oh. It's a short gain. Unless it's an 11 or a 12, this is a touchdown. And that's just that! Touchdown! Logan Thomas may have just ended the game. 12-yard TD completion. Oh my goodness, Washington is up by 33-24. Extra point is good. I think Washington may have just ended the game. 34-17. Oh no, if the Packers don't score on this drive at minimum, it's over. Oh. That ended up working beautifully as Logan Thomas shakes free and gets into the end zone, and Green Bay is in deep trouble. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is not good. Okay. 5. We'll stay with it from this point forward. Touchback. So basically, Green Bay has to score on this drive, or game is over. All right. Do we have a fourth receiver coming? I'm not running the ball anymore. Dylan has been absolutely horrible running anyways. No, that's the blocking back. Are you a receiver? Yes, you are. Oh, people I don't even know exist in this NFL universe. Here's a name I don't think anyone knows. Samori Torre. Come on down. Okay, I have to use 4 wide receivers now. I think we're pretty much done running the football if you're Green Bay at this point. 1st and 10. We'll try it right off the bat. 7 on a long. No, incomplete. I was looking for the deep shot to Lazard just in case it was there. Okay, I guess not. 2nd down. 9 on a short. 11 on a first for Lazard. So at least there's that. Okay, 1st and 10. 5 on a short. To the receiver, we're looking at Watson, who gets nothing, incomplete. Second down. 2 on a short. Now this one's kind of a complicated. 2 for 4, 11 or 12. It's a 13-yard completion. But in that case, it's incomplete. And the 2-minute warning has been reached. Oh boy. Okay. We're at 3rd down now. 9 on a short. To the receiver to Lazard. He gets 14 and a first and does go out of bounds as an added bonus, so that works. Lazard has gone over 100 yards. Speaking of Lazard, let's try this long pass to him. 1st and 10 from the 50 from midfield. 9 on a long. And we have a sack, unless this is like roughing the passer again, like we had earlier. It is, isn't it? Oh, for crying out loud. I almost dropped the F-bomb there. Oh, somebody hitting Rodgers a bit too hard. Yep, roughing the passer. What else is new? Apparently, if you look at Rodgers' phony, it counts as a penalty. 15-yard penalty instead of a sack, and it's 1st and 10. Lame. That's now twice that's happened. 9 on a long. Long gain. There it is. That is midway. There's a penalty rule on top of it, though. Nothing's there. Touchdown. I don't need to roll for whatever it is because 35 is the bare minimum. Rodgers with a 35-yard strike. The Romeo Dobbs gets it. Wait, hold on. Hold on a minute. 80, 110, touchdown, 43-23. 2-point conversion's not going to matter. Let's go for the extra point. And it is still good. Okay. Green Bay is technically still in this, but this is now going to require some wizardry there. But nevertheless, it's a 35-yard completion from Rodgers to Romeo Dobbs, excuse me. The deficit is now 10, but with 150-37 remaining, this looks absolutely hopeless. So, all right, I have no choice but to do an onside kick here. Long story short, 2, 3, 11, or 12 is how the defense recovers onside kicks. Everything else, Washington's ball. So the odds are not looking too hot. So let's see if we can get one of those 4 numbers. So here we go. The onside kick is committed by Green Bay, and it's recovered by Washington. But of course, there's a penalty. And Washington was offsides. What the hell? So the kick gets retried as a result. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, to make matters even worse, I think the clock stays put. Yeah, the clock stays put. Retrying the offsides kick, only this time I'll add 5 yards to whatever result is rolled or subtracted. 2, 3, 11, or 12. Nope. Washington recovers. Wait, what did I roll? 7. Recovered by offense at 0-46, but because of the offsides, they'll get it at the 41 as a result of the penalty previously done. So Washington will get it with 1:37 remaining. Green Bay still has 2 timeouts, so they can stop the clock. My guess is Washington's going to do 2 runs and then hope for a first down basically ends the game at that juncture. So we'll see. Give me Gibson. He's been doing a little bit better. So here we go. So expect some timeouts to be used, and it's 1st and 10 from the 41. Gibson's first carry goes for 5. There's timeout number 1. It's their second, by the way. 2nd and 5. A first down ends the game. 9. Wait, we have a penalty on top of it. Opponent offsides. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. The game is for 7. 3, 7. Yeah, the game is for 7, and I believe that's the ball game. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. The penalty does not, I believe, does stop the clock. So Gibson gets 7. I believe that is the ball game. So first down, 2nd, 3rd. No, it doesn't. It's not over just yet. That penalty kind of screwed them over. Ugh. All right, 1st and 10. So we need another first down. There's going to be just enough time. Although, if we're being honest, I think... So unless there's a fumble here, this game's pretty much over. A yard. There's the final timeout from Gibson. Chances are I probably did that wrong, but whatever. Okay, there's no timeouts left. 1st and 2nd and 9 from the 46. 10, 2 yards. Oh, and he goes out of bounds. Gibson kind of lost his head a little bit. Oh, and then there's that. 3rd and... Oh. All right, I'm just going to run it, though. Why not? 3rd and 7. 45. This is a fumble. And it is! Are you kidding me? But Green Bay doesn't recover. Oh. The clock at least keeps going, and Gibson loses 3, but that would have been hysterical had Green Bay recovered that. Instead, Rashad Gary gets credit for a forced fumble that does not get recovered. Ugh. The good funny part is it's 4th down. Okay, so it's 4th and 10. You know what? I doubt we'll throw another interception. Why not? Let's end this game the proper way. 4th and 10, I'm going for it. If I get the first down, it's the game over. I mean, there's going to be 30 seconds left either way, so whatever. 3 and a short. He gets sacked. What the hell are you doing, Washington? Preston Smith gets the sack for 8 yards. Oh, Jesus. Green Bay gets it at the 45 with 30 seconds remaining. Oh, wow. That was a hysterical backfire. I doubt anything happens off of this, but boy, oh boy, that's hysterical. So there's still 30 seconds remaining regardless of what happens, and Green Bay needs an absolute miracle as they have no timeouts at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was just hysterical. All right, 1st and 10. They've got no choice but to shoot it to Lazard and hope he gets in. This is probably, yeah, this is going to end the ball game. Unless an 11 is rolled, this is an interception. And it's a 12, because what else is new? Intercepted. Picked off. Let's hope I don't roll an 11. Okay, I don't. So at least that doesn't happen. It goes for 25 yards. It's kind of a schematical thing there. But, yeah, long story short, whoever is the backup left corner, I don't even know who it is. We'll give it to Danny Johnson, who is the backup corner. So they tried to give it to Lazard, and Danny Johnson, who is in there as a backup, picks it off and says, I ain't no ordinary backup, Aaron. Get out of here with your shenanigans. Yeah, get out of here. In fact, Heineke's taking a knee and ending this game, and improbably, Washington, you're going to the Super Bowl. I don't know how you did it, but you did. Even though half their team was injured, they somehow managed to pull this off. 34-24 final. Yikes. Okay, all I'm going to say is at least that game was more competitive than the other one. Oh, man. All right. Taylor Heineke, yeah, 2 bad picks, but at least he made up for it with 3 touchdowns and 260 yards of passing. Gibson, 2792 and a TD. You're going to have to carry the load. Well, the good news is Robinson will be back. I just looked at the injury list. This looks messy for Washington. But it looks like they're going to have Robinson back. And that's it. Oh, dear. Well, good luck with just Robinson and Gibson running the ball and one of your corners being injured. But, yeah, I mean, Gibson did well in relief. McLaurin's 102 in a TD. Logan Thomas caught 2. Dodson had a pretty impressive game. Not much doing on the defense unlike the last time, but yeah, a sack and a fumble and a pick. That's good. On the Packers side, Rodgers was doing good right up until that pick, but so be it. I mean, other than that, it was just an off game for the Packers. They had no run game to speak of. That Aaron Jones injury did them in after all. Yikes. They just couldn't get anything going. Watson, Lazard, and Dobbs both had 100-yard games. Watson caught the TD, but The defense had 2 takeaways, but man, oh man, that Aaron Jones injury did them in. This is what I'd say would do it. Just had no running game, and yeah, you can see what happens afterwards. You gotta keep throwing the ball, and this is what will happen. So yeah, Washington improbably makes it to the Super Bowl. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. This was a matchup I wasn't expecting at the very end, but here we are. Commanders, Dolphins. Dolphins get home field as a result of having a better record, as I mentioned in the intro, and we're going to be doing it live this time next week at 10 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. We'll see who wins this one. You know what I just realized? I think the colors actually match up again. We're close to it. Hey, why not? Works for me. So we will do it live. Commanders, Dolphins. Winner takes the whole thing. And if it is Dolphins, I'm sure the comment sections will be crying foul because, reasons. Don't worry, I'm not giving Washington the fix, okay? They got here for good reasons, so it'll be fine, everyone. It'll be fine. If my team loses, so be it. It'll be par for the course for us anyway. It's more realistic. Well, anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know the usual buttons to hit. And next time I will be back. I'll be live, pal. Yay! Oh, and by the way, since the matchup has already been determined as of this video, after we're done with the Super Bowl, we'll be playing out 49ers Chiefs for real using the card sets. Yes, I'm aware of the Super Bowl that just happened, so we will be playing that out after our Super Bowl and seeing what ends up doing. In other words, I will be making sure Kansas City scores 0 points because screw them. Okay, that's not how it works, but, well, I can only dream. There's also going to be much less Taylor Swift there, too. I guarantee it. And then, of course, Loser Cup with our results in. So, Jets, Ravens, Bears, Panthers, you'll be up. Have fun with whatever you're about to do, so. Okay, I will see you, hopefully, live. If not, maybe for the week afterwards with our actual timeline Super Bowl. See you around, y'all.